Paul said, I have fought the good fight. This means living a good quality of life. Apostle Paul had a dedicated spirit. He did not compromise his Christian beliefs and values. Truly, what mattered to him in life was not how great he was in the eyes of the world, but instead, it mattered to him how great he was in the eyes of God. Quality of life should be the goal of every person. A good quality of life should be our top priority, should be our number one priority as we are living in this world. In an airplane factory, there's a large sign posted that could be seen by all the workers, and it said, "We build airplanes here. We build them inexpensively if possible, but we build good airplanes." My friends, we may live a life here on earth not having much of all the material things that this world has to offer. But that is not what matters the most. What matters really is if we had a good character. And if we build a life in Jesus Christ. The world may say that Mrs. Cornelia Gandia was a simple woman based on the world's materialistic standards. But what matters is that she tried her very best to live a life that was pleasing to God, her Maker. Therefore, she can say, like Apostle Paul said, I have fought a good fight. Apostle Paul also goes on to say at the end of his life, this word, I have finished the race. This means patience and endurance. A person with patience has an advantage in accomplishing a task. Patience means tolerance, staying power. Apostle Paul is a very great example of endurance. He experienced many trials and tribulations as he preached and shared the gospel of Jesus Christ throughout the world. But he did not give up. Instead, he went on to finish the race marked for heaven. He followed God's purpose and plan for his life, and he succeeded. Like many people, including myself. I'm sure Mrs. Cornelia Gandia also experienced her share of many trials and temptation, pains and aches and suffering in life. But I'm sure she endured until the very end, and she prayed about them and trusted in God's promises. Therefore, she can also say, like Apostle Paul said, I have finished the race. Then finally, Apostle Paul says, I have remained faithful. In other Bible version, it says, I have kept the faith. It means trustworthiness. It is said that in one of the races in ancient Greece, each contestant was given a lighted torch. The object was not to get to the finish line first, but to get there with the torch still have the light on it. Apostle Paul confidently said he had been faithful to his call, and so he faced his death so calmly. No matter how difficult the journey was for Apostle Paul, he kept and guarded his faith. He lived a Christian life and fearlessly shared it to all people whom he encountered until the very end. He discovered that he was for it all. Mrs. Cornelia Gandia also kept her faith in God, like I have shared last night. I've always known her from when I was a young boy that God is in her life. And she lived her faith. She held on to her faith. And I believe that her faith in God had always kept her inspired and always given her the strength and the determination to go on despite difficulties along life's journey. I'm convinced that she is a strong person because of her faith in God. And she held on to that faith until the very end, like the ways in ancient Greece that I mentioned earlier. Mrs. Gandia reached the finish line with her torch lit up, her faith intact. The light of her torch stayed until her very last breath. Therefore, she can say, like Apostle Paul said, I have kept my faith. Keeping and living our faith in God is very important. It gives us a strong foundation of our life here on earth and gives us hope for eternal life. So let us be careful not to place more value in material success or worldly things that we cannot take with us to eternity. Let us instead put more values on things that will last forever, and that is our Christian life. Apostle Paul is encouraging all of us tonight, as he encouraged Timothy to fight the good fight, to finish the race, and to remain faithful. This means that we have to commit our lives to the Lordship of Jesus Christ. Because when we are with Jesus Christ, it will be worth it all. The closing of our lives will also be the beautiful sunset. More importantly, we receive a reward on that day. God will give us the reward of eternal life. The crown of righteousness and the reward of eternal life with Him forever. And that is our hope as a Christian. To those who have not yet accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, now is the time to do it and hold on to that faith until the very end. To those who have gone away from the Lord, you need to come back home to God and reconcile with Him. He is waiting for you with an open arms. And to those who never stop following the Lord since the day you received Him, you received His gift of free salvation, continue to remain faithful in your relationship with Him. Until that day that He also calls you home. So again, your family, I know you miss your mom, your grandma, terribly. I miss her too. We all miss her. And how you wish she's still here with you. May you be comforted and may you grieve your loss with hope, because your separation with your mom is just temporary. As God's children, we have the assurance to see our loved ones once again, someday. And it will be a sweet reunion in the presence of the Lord. Amen. I believe that you all know and love the Lord like she did. So I encourage you to keep the faith like she did, your mom and your family. This is the best way that you can honor her memory and be guaranteed that you will see her again. Let's continue to set our eyes for heaven, to live our lives in the light of eternity. That when our life here on earth is over, we shall also enter heaven and be reunited with all our loved ones once again in that beautiful place in heaven. This is our hope.
Thank you, Pastor James, for that powerful and comforting message tonight. Right now, we will hear from two more of Auntie Cornell's grandchildren, June Clyde Gandia and Nathan Gandia, who provided for you.
Hi everyone, my name is June Clyde Gandia. I'm grandson of Cornelia Gandia. First, I want to thank everyone for coming out and showing their love and support to celebrate the life of my grandma. Seeing everyone here today shows how special a person she was, and the great impact she was in everyone's lives here. It's a blessing to be a grandson to such a wonderful, loving, kind-hearted person. My grandma, who I called Mama, lived a prosperous and fruitful life, filled with love, laughter, and happiness. There's not enough words to explain how special she is to me and to everyone else here today. There are so many memories I've shared with her. Today I'd like to share a few. As far as back as I can remember, my grandmother helped take care of me and raise me as my parents worked. And I remember all the things that we used to do, watching her favorite TV show, Wheel of Fortune. And we always try to guess the words, and in the bonus round, if one of our grandchildren was able to guess it, we'd get $1. Also, her favorite game to play with us was bingo. And every time the family got together, we always played bingo. It kind of brought our family together. And it was the happiest time for her to spend time with the grandchildren and play. And we played for hours and hours and hours. And everyone knows that my mama was a very giving person. She would always buy things, make dresses, go to swap meet. Those things she would send to the Philippines and help those in need. One thing that I always knew she did growing up when I grew up was she loved making dresses and sewing them together. And about 4 or 5 years old, that's the time when I've always seen her make those dresses. At that time, it would just be my brother, me, Marvin, and Urban and Chuck. So our cousins that were girls weren't really around yet. So she needs someone to model for her. So one day she called me in after she's finished sewing. She said, "Clyde, come in here. I need you to try on this dress." I was like, "What for?" It's like, it's for your cousin. She's the same age as you, about your height. So yeah, don't worry. Like, so what am I saying? I'm not gonna say no. Of course, I'm gonna say yes. So Ella, if you happen to get dressed, you're welcome. I took care of that for you. And one of my other favorite memories is that she loves to sing. Every morning she loves to sing all those hymnals. Kind of starts off the day in a good mood and a good note. And one of the songs I'll always remember is "Because He Lives." And the chorus goes, "Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. And because He lives, He holds the future. And life is worth living just because He lives." And those words really spoke to me and let me know that God does live, and we can face tomorrow, all fear is gone, and God knows the future. And as much as it's painful to see my grandma gone, I think we could all know that we can move on together. I know she's in a better place. I know she's with my grandpa right now, and I know she missed him a lot. And I know she's happy with him. They're both looking at us right now and wanting us to be happy and celebrate their life. And then by doing that, we can just follow our dreams, our goals, and make them proud, just as they make us proud. So today, I just want to tell you, Mama, I'll remember all the special memories we shared together, and I'll cherish it for the rest of my life. And this is not goodbye, this is until we meet again. Because I know one day, I'll see you again. I love you, Mama. Thank you.
Hi guys, first, I want to thank God for giving me such an amazing grandmother. And at the same time, I thank God for all of you guys that are here today. I don't have anything written up, so I couldn't think when, I should have. I'm not prepared, but I hope you guys can bear with me. My grandmother was amazing. She loved everybody, and even if she wasn't like your biological granddaughter, grandson, she would still love you like the same way as she would love us, and that's what's amazing about her. And I want to go over like the last year ever since my grandfather passed away, and also I want to with my grandfather passing away like a couple months before that. I was so lost in my life, and I didn't know what to do. And I know both of my grandparents love God, and they love Jesus. And I wanted to know that feeling. And last year, I started seeking